2025 has already started. So it is currently December 1st, 2024, and yet I'm saying that 2025 has already started. Look, I know a lot of you are waiting for January 1st to get started on your goals. You maybe have written some of your goals. You maybe even started on some of them. Maybe you did. Who knows? But most people are just waiting for the year to start. A lot of people haven't even written their goals. They just have, oh, I want to do these New Year's resolutions. I want to quit this. I want to quit that. I want to quit this. Blah, blah, blah. I want to do this. This is my goals. And then when the new year comes, it's like, oh, happy new year. Oh, it's great. Oh, yeah, this is going to be my year. Oh, yeah, this is going to be the best year ever. And then they go through the year, the first few weeks. It's like, oh, yeah, this is great. This is awesome. And then all of a sudden some setbacks happen, right? They burn out because they're going too hard. And then the year just kind of comes back again, right? It's like the year is like, it's like it kind of just feels like, oh, just another year. And I used to be like that. Like for me, the last time that I felt that like, oh, it's a new year, let's do this and this was 2022. Or sorry, yeah, 2022 and 2023, one of those years. It was that year where I was like, this is going to be my year. I'm going to get so much done. I'm like this and that. And then when the year came, I did get a lot done, but it definitely was not the way I anticipated. Like I fell into that trap. The first few weeks, I was motivated, I was getting things done, and then all of a sudden it just kind of felt like another year. This year I completely changed it. I said, I'm starting early, I'm starting way before, and then I plan to run a half marathon on I planned to run on the 25th because 25th is usually nobody on the streets. And then I didn't end up doing it because I to be honest, like I went to a friend's house the previous day and then like my body just wasn't accustomed to it. So on January 1st, I actually ran a half marathon, but I prepared for that half marathon, right? And that was like a win, right? You want to basically treat your January or your December, the month before, like it's preseason, right? If you watch sports, you know that there's preseason, right? If you watch NFL, you watch football, soccer, you watch the NBA, you watch NHL, you're going to notice that there's preseason, even baseball, spring, I think it's called spring training, if I'm correct, right? They have preseason, which is before the season starts. And they're playing games. Yes, they're not playing as hard, but they're playing games. They don't just go straight to the regular season, right? Why? Because their body needs to get accustomed to it. They need to get used to it. But when the season comes, their body is like, oh, it's pretty much there. That's why it's hard when a player gets injured and then they come into it again. It's a little bit harder for them to adjust, right? But when you go into the preseason, you come back, you go into it, then you're there for the next 9 months or whatever it may be, right? So treat December like it's preseason. Set your goals from until the last day of March. Okay, March is like the last day of March, and I say that because that's the 3 months, right? You want to set your goals quarterly, 3 months, and then start today, right? Figure out what you need to do in December to get closer to your goal. I have it all written down. I have my goals from March 31st, and I have my December goals, I have my weekly goals, I have my 2025 goals. There's nothing wrong with setting 2025 goals. You want to set goals. That is a big thing. However, where most people go wrong is they just set like blind goals, and then they don't really have a game plan on how to get there. And then they also wait until January 2025. Like January 1st is just another day, really. It's like I can say that, oh, December 1st is January 1st and people will start. Like it's just another day, really, right? The only difference is it's just the number has changed in terms of like the year, right? So you want to treat 2025, or you want to it's the regular season, and then in December you have a whole head start. You have a whole month to just figure it out, a whole month to just try things, do things, and this and that. You want to treat it like that. If you can do that, you're going to go into January with so much momentum, and you'll already be, while most people are just starting, they'll be out their couch, they'll be starting, you already built a momentum, right? So for example, if you started going to the gym today, or I guess it's nighttime, it's tomorrow, and you started going maybe like one day a week or 2 days a week, for example, right? If you don't ever go to the gym, and then you go into 2025, that's 4 weeks. You've gone 8 times already, so you've already built momentum. Like you're already like almost used to it now at this point, right? If you started tracking your foods, or you started reading, right? If you started reading 15 minutes a day, you already built momentum going into 2025. You don't need to think, oh, like now it's like a switch. That's not how we operate. We don't operate in this, like, as humans, like, we don't operate when it comes to habits. We don't just operate like that. That's not how we build habits. We build habits, small, consistent acts, small and consistent, right? So that's what you want to do. So what I gotta say, 2025 is already here. Take advantage of this time. This is the time where most people are sleeping. Most people are not executing on their goals, and the people are just waiting. This is the time when you execute. This is the time when you actually try things, experiment, and you just build those habits. So when you go into 2025, you're already like, oh, like I'm already, January 1st just feels like another day. You may even like accelerate it because you've already built the habit, right? So that's all I wanted to talk about. Take it like your preseason. If you can do that, you will accomplish so much more going into 2025 and in the first 3 months of the year. If you have any questions regarding this, maybe I'll talk about like how to actually like break down your goals going into 2025. But I really just want to talk about this because for me, this is something that I've been following for last few years, except 2022 or 23, whatever that year was. I always start early, and then I just build momentum from there. So thanks again. I'll talk to you guys later. Don't forget to stay authentic. Peace.